Hey, welcome. This is Angel Apparel 369. Ta-da, that's me. And my name's Sunny Jim and Fennison. And we're going to be, this is like the intro to what I'm going to be sharing later on about sequences and algorithms that are found taking place within the Fibonacci sequence. But I'm going to be talking a lot about what's called the 24 wheel. This is actually the 24 wheel, okay? But you need to understand where these numbers came from, okay? So what these single digits are is they are actually the first 24 digits of the Fibonacci sequence. This is 1 through 24. These are the first 24 digits. And this is how the Fibonacci sequence is constructed. You start 1, and then plus 1 equals 2, and then 2 plus 1 equals 3. Okay, and then 3 plus 2 equals 5. And 5 plus 3 equals 8. And 8 plus 5 equals 13. But in this 24 wheel, we're going to use Pythagorean addition to bring the digits together to be single digits. So the 3 and the 1 added together makes a 4. And so here we have it over here, 4. See, we're laying the final product in the pink column over here. And this 2 and this 1, where 13 plus 8 makes 21, right? 13 plus 8 makes 21. The 2 and the 1 are going to add together to be the 3. And this is how, and if you do this to every single Fibonacci number, even though on number 24 is 46,368, add them all together. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 3 is 13, plus 6 is 19, plus 8 is 27, and the 2 plus the 7 equals the 9. See how we've consolidated them all together. And number 22 here is 17,711. And I'm going to say it's an 8 because 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9, plus 7 is 16, plus 1 is 17, and the 1 plus the 7 of the 17 equals 8. You see how that works? And that's how we end up with these digits. And then when you get to the 48th digit, or when you get to the 24th digit here, you go to the 25th digit, and guess what? Even though the number is this big, huge number, 75,025, it reduces again to 1. And even though the 26th digit is 121,393, it reduces to another 1. And you see how those are matching the first 24 perfectly. And then this number plus this number will give us 196,418, which resolves down to a 2, which is the same as this 2 in this column. And you'll find 8, 8, 6, 6, all the way down to the 9 and the 9, the 1 and the 1, the 8 and the 8, the 2 and the 2, the 6 and the 6. See, they're the same. And this synchronicity it's just a mathematical fact. Every 24 numbers in the Fibonacci sequence to infinity will reduce down to exactly these 24 digits. These 24 digits placed in a circle reveal the geometries of nature, and they reveal mathematical transmissions taking place from number to number. Can you see it already? Even in the 369, 369. Can you see a mathematical relationship? Example, 3 plus what equals 6? 3 plus what equals 6? 3 plus 3 equals 6, right? Let's see if that carries through. 6 plus 3 equals 9? Yes, it does. 6 plus 3 equals 9. Let's do it again. 9 plus 3 equals 12? Yes, but again, remember how we bring it together? 12, but the 1 and the 2 come together to make the 3. 12 plus 3 equals 15. and the 5 and the 1 come together to make the 6. 15 plus 3 equals 18, and the 8 and the 1 come together to be the 9. 18 plus 3 is 21, and the 2 and the 1 come together to make the 3, and we're right back where we started. See, there's a mathematical relationship. They're actually transmitting, they're actually doing math back and forth. If you go in the opposite direction, well, let's go the opposite direction. 3 plus what equals 9? Isn't it 3 plus 6 equals 9? So let's continue with plus 6. 9 plus 6 equals 15, and the 5 and the 1 come together to make the 6. 15 plus 9, let's see, 15 plus 6 is 21, and the 2 and the 1 come together to make the 3. 21 plus 6 is 27, and the 2 and the 7 come together to make the 9. 27 plus 6 is 33, and the 3 and the 3 come together to make the 6. 33 plus 6 is 39, and 9 plus, and the 3 plus the 9 is 12, and of course the 1 plus the 2 and the 12 reduces to the 3. And we're back where we started again. So even on the very simple 369 pattern, you can see these lines are being drawn mathematically by sending proportions. They're doing math back and forth in both directions, left and right. It's either an add by 3 pattern or it's an add by 6 pattern, depending on the direction of rotation. It's the first thing I want to bring to your attention. This gets, and it all, and why is this important? These are actually, this is probably what I call the root, the foundational wheel, because it's the smallest one. There were the numbers with this compression, Pythagorean addition technique, are repeating themselves every 24 to infinity. This is only one of several wheels to be found within the Fibonacci sequence. We will also be looking into what I'm going to refer to as the 60 wheel. It's going to look like this. This is only the last digit of the first 60 Fibonacci numbers. And why do we look at it like this? Because after every 60 Fibonacci numbers, the last digit repeats itself perfectly. It's true. The first person to put this in a circle is a gentleman named Lucian Kahn. Here's his diagram that he copyrighted on 2013. But I've also, let's see. We're not going to talk about the 60 wheel. This will be down the road. Right now we're just going to talk about the 24 wheel. Okay? And we're going to talk about its relationship to Solfeggio frequencies, which were discovered by Dr. Puleo. I don't have the notes with me. But, oh, here it is. Dr. Joseph Puleo. He also used Pythagorean number math to decode repeating patterns in the book of Numbers in the Bible that revealed a specific set of sound waves to heal mind and body. And he named these the Solfeggio frequencies. And so I actually looked up, it's actually found in Numbers 7, and on verse 12, it's the first day. Well, he basically then just took the verse numbers and brought them together, so that's a 3, okay? And then every time it mentions a year, he noted that verse number, so that became a 6. And then the next day was on an 18, verse 18, so that 8 and 1 is a 9. And then it mentions the first year, which is again 21. So he noticed that, and I have to agree, there is definitely a pattern found in a relationship between 369 and the verses that every one of these announcements was made this does end up in a repeating 369. Is there any evidence that it heals, or that these are just magical frequencies? I haven't found it. So, and but I did find that all these frequencies can be broken up into groups, like the 174, the 285, and the 396. Those are kind of a group. Why? They're separated by exactly 111. There's 111 between 174 and 285. Yeah, if you add 111, you get 5, 8, 2. You know, if you add 111 to 285, you're going to get 5 plus 1 is 6, 8 plus 1 is 9, 2 plus 1 is 3, 396. That does not carry through then when you get into some of these breaks here, where the break between 417 and 396 is 21 hertz, which resolves to a 3. But you do find cohesion between these groups, as this is, again, going to be 111 apart. This is every one of these groups are joined together by this 111. So we're going to find where that is also found in the Fibonacci sequence. And we're going to look at the relationship of these numbers. That I'm not dissing the testimonials out there where people say they're finding great comfort and healing using these frequencies. I'm just going to say I haven't found. I found more spiritual significance in the spacing of frequencies, the way they do or do not harmonize with each other, than I have in the specific frequency. But that's just me. But I am going to show you something within. Remember, we're talking about the first 24 Fibonacci numbers reduced to single digits. We're going to talk about how every triangle, every single triangle, 2, 5, 8, 8, 5, 2, 5, 2, 8, 7, 4, 1, the 1, 4, 7. These are all landing on Solfeggio frequencies. Have you noticed that? 7, 4, 1. 7, 4, 1. Yeah, 5, 2, 8. 5, 2, 8. 285, 285. 417, 417. 852, 852. They're all here. And you could put them between the 3s and the 6s and the 9s as well, and you can make the 963 963. But let's here we go. 963. Okay. 258. We're finding the Solfeggio frequencies buried within the first 24 wheels of 24 numbers of the Fibonacci sequence. And there was one triangulation that I never understood until now, and that's the 111. And as I'm just now, I haven't made a chart for anything, but certainly we have these groups of frequencies that are all separated by 111. And I was going to make some recordings to play for you, but I haven't done it yet. I just wanted to show people that the Solfeggio frequencies originally came from an interpretation of the Bible in Numbers chapter 7. I want to show you that the Solfeggio frequencies are actually more fully revealed in this constantly repeating 24 pattern in nature that is actually how nature is creating itself. And I'm just asking the question, is it using these frequencies? There seems, and you'll notice there's a mathematical relationship in every direction between these numbers, like the 2, 5, and 8. 2 plus what equals 5? Well, there we got our 3. So let's continue it. 5 plus 3, yes, it equals 8. 8 plus 3, yes, it equals 11. And remember, the 1 and the 1 come together to make the 2. You have mathematical relationships between all of these. The 825